Forza Horizon 4 is a brand new racing game developed by Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios, and it's quickly becoming the highest rated racing game of this generation. In fact, it's so good that gamers who are not even into racing games, like myself, are also loving this installment to the franchise. Good afternoon, fellow Spartans. My name is Grunt 4500, and today I'm going to provide 5 reasons why I think Forza Horizon 4 is an exhilarating yet beautiful ride for franchise newcomers and veterans alike. Reason number 5. Season's Greetings! Forza Horizon 4 implements a brand new feature to the franchise where players are immersed into seasonal changes on a weekly basis. Whether it be winter, spring, summer, or fall, each season brings a new experience to the table. These changes affect everything from the general feel of the game, the dialogue of the NPCs, and even the gameplay itself. There are even seasonal events that are only playable in a particular season. The game is still in the first couple weeks of release, which means there are only a few seasons that have passed through the live game, and there is more to see and do in the coming weeks ahead. However, players will still be able to experience all 4 seasons in the early hours of gameplay, which generally benefits those interested in how the season changes will affect the overall game. So far, I personally and particularly enjoy the winter season the most. The different times of day and weather effects mesh so well together that it constantly feels like a winter wonderland. Not to mention the visual effects are just gorgeous, from the sun reflecting off the glittered snow, vehicles freezing over, and even tracks that the cars make in the deep snow is simply outstanding. What are your guys' favorite seasons so far? Let me know down in the comments. Reason number 4. I'll be there for you! Just like in most games, playing with a friend is always more fun than playing by yourself. At least, most of the time. In Forza Horizon 4, playing with a buddy is an absolute blast. Not just because you can race each other to see who has a bigger, but also because you can work together in literally every single aspect of this game. Campaign, showcase events, general races, online infection, Forzathon, everything. It expands further than just personal friends as well. When you're online and roaming, you will run into other players as well, which you can invite to your races, challenge, inspect, or if you're just like me, you can just ignore them. Either way, seeing other people online while roaming with you really helps give life to the game. Especially if you get somebody to join a match with you so you're not so alone in this cold world. Oh god. One of my favorite features in the game is being able to approach your friend while roaming around and challenge them to an instant 1-mile race or so. I cannot tell you how many times I've rammed in my buddy, hit X to challenge him only to get my ass grassed on myself, esteem fatally crippled. Which isn't the point, but still it's a lot of fun. Have you guys had a chance to play with a friend or somebody online? How did you like it? Let me know down in the comments below. Reason number 3. Freedom! That's right. Like its Horizon predecessors, Forza Horizon 4 is a complete open world game. Set in a fictional representation of Britain, Forza Horizon 4 succeeds at being as open-ended as possible. While it's not new to the franchise or even the racing genre altogether, the absolute vast variety of things to do, however and whenever you want, is better than most others, period. At least from what I've seen. Whether you want to take place in multiple different campaigns, drag, dirt, or street races, or even just explore the wild landscape of Britain, there is really something for everybody here. It's not about being a grease monkey and knowing every car possible, although you certainly could. You're more than free to find the car that works best for you, and using it in almost every non-scripted race and event makes it even better. This means you're not even forced to use anything that you don't want to use. The only time you'll ever be forced to use a car is during campaign, showcase events, and sometimes online seasonal events. Even then, most of these give you a variety so you can see what even works better for you. And most of the cars are actually dope as hell anyways. Coming from a non-car guy, I might add. Personally, listening to rock music while mobbing through everything in my path in Ohalo Warhog on my way to any kind of event really helps keep me entertained. Not to mention looking for influence boards and hidden barn cars really helps my interest when going off the beaten path. I also really love how the campaign stories in this game aren't some BS Fast and the Furious ripoff. They're all unique, very fun, and quite challenging. I'm not going to spoil anything, at least car-wise, but there's a lot to look forward to. What is your favorite thing to do in Forza Horizon 4 so far? Please let me know down in the comments below. Reason number 2. My car is way better than yours. No, really, it is. Look, I'm not a car guy. Other than a logo, I really couldn't tell you the difference between a Ford and a Chevy, if my life even depended on it. Luckily for myself and other car noobs, it doesn't really matter because in Forza Horizon 4 you can have all of the cars. Seriously, with more than 450 cars to choose from and over 100 licensed manufacturers, there is something for everybody. However, having that many cars is basically useless unless they are fun to drive. And allow me to assure you they are absurdly fun to drive. Well, I haven't driven all the cars, but you get what I'm saying. Unlike Forza Motorsport 7 attempt to make driving crazy realistic and rather impossible for a noob like me to drive, Forza Horizon 4 focuses hard on making everything in this game as fun as it can be. Surprisingly, no single car drives exactly like another, which increases the variety of gameplay dramatically. Even better, you can customize the guts and tuning of the cars to make it better than ever to fit your playstyle. In all seriousness, as somebody who is primarily an FPS gamer who rarely uses vehicles in most games anyways, Forza Horizon 4's ability to get me hooked on its stellar gameplay alone is a tremendous achievement. Even if you have no interest in racing games, like myself most of the time, the gameplay will probably impress you pretty quick. Not to mention the massive numbers on cars that drive exactly as you hope them to. When I say there's something for everybody in this game, I mean it. Sports cars, off-roading cars, drifting cars, and way more. There's even an entire catalog of classic James Bond cars featured in this game, as well as plenty of other references to other racing games, including Burnout, Crazy Taxis, and many more classics. You'll find something you love in this game, I have no doubts about that. Bonus reason: graphics! The reason I am including this as a bonus and not an actual reason is because it's actually becoming more and more common for games to look photorealistic or even more gorgeous every year. But I have to admit that Forza Horizon 4 is one of the most beautiful games I have ever had the pleasure of looking at, especially in glorious 4K HDR on the Xbox One X, or super souped up PC if you're badass enough to have one of those. I mean, just look at it. Oh god, I've showed way too much. Oh god. Okay, moving on. Reason number 1! This is it, Chief! If you own an Xbox One, there's a relatively low possibility that you've played or even heard of this small, irrelevant game called, what was it, Halo? Just kidding. Did I mention this is a Halo-based channel, by the way? It's no secret that Forza and Halo have had a developing relationship since 2011's Forza Motorsports 4, which featured a Warthog overview cameo, and further with a drivable Warthog in Forza Horizon 3, and exclusive suits for Halo fans in Forza Motorsport 7. However, Forza Horizon 4 takes this relationship to a whole new level. To start things off, there is a fully playable and customizable 2554 M12S Warthog CST, a variant of the Warthog seen in Halo 4 and 5 Guardians. What starts out as an above-average homage to Xbox's flagship title that tops out at an iconic 117 miles per hour can actually be maxed out to a beast of a machine, topping out at about 150 or more miles per hour, or more with increased handling and launch speed. You can even unlock and equip the iconic Warthog horn, as well as the horn that beeps the little Halo theme. Even the track The Trials from Halo 5 Guardian's original soundtrack is featured on the timeless radio station, as it plays from time to time. As a major Halo fan, this would be enough to get me to try out Forza Horizon 4, and admittedly it was. But it doesn't even end there. Showcase events in Forza Horizon 4 feature some of the most epic moments in the game. One of them is of course an entire showcase event showing off Halo and all of its iconic glory. You play as, of course, the Master Chief, as you race through Britain trying to reach an evac zone for a UNSC Pelican to pick you up. Along the way you run into UNSC Marines driving Warthogs alongside you, as well as Covenant Banshees chasing you down, all while your trusty companion Cortana assists you along the way, quoting some of Halo's most recognizable lines. Halo 5 Guardians The Trials blares in the background as Forza Horizon 4's most epic showcase event becomes a very memorable yet non-canon Warthog run. Now, I'm going to go off script for a second and just say that I love this showcase event. I have played it like more than 15 times. The music just gets my heart pumping. The voice acting from Jen Taylor as Cortana is just outstanding, as well as the UNSC Marines. As a Halo fan, this makes Forza Horizon 4 worth a buy for me. I love this so much, but that's just me. Now, I understand not everybody is into Halo, and that's completely fair and fine, but as somebody who owns an Xbox and it's likely played Halo, it's definitely something that will catch the eye of somebody who doesn't play very many racing games. At least it was enough for me, obviously. As an Xbox and Windows exclusive, Forza Horizon 4, having such an amazing homage to Xbox's flagship mascot, just makes sense. And I feel like it benefits everybody involved. Fans, the IP, for both Halo and Forza, and Microsoft. As a major Halo fan, I have the Warthog and Halo Showcase event to thank for introducing me to such an amazing gaming experience that I could have never anticipated, and probably would have never tried out if it wasn't for that. What do you guys think of the Halo Showcase event? Have you played around with the Warthog outside of the event? Let me know down below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, overall, that concludes this video on why I believe Forza Horizon 4 is an excellent game for anybody willing to try it out. I'll certainly be having a great conversation with you guys down in the comments about topics I have discussed, and I can't wait to see you there. I'm also on Twitter at Grunt4500 if you want to talk about it there as well. I'm definitely active on there. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like, and if you didn't, go ahead and hit dislike. I'm always willing to take constructive criticism and make better content for you guys. This is my first video on YouTube, so if you'd like more content in the future, go ahead and click subscribe. I plan on making mostly Halo related content, but like this video, I will also plan on making videos that aren't Halo and games that I enjoy playing. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really greatly appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. This is Grunt4500, signing off.
30 seconds before the ring superstructure begins to collapse. Seconds, Chief. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not gonna make it. Pilot, this would be a very good time to leave.